Emergency Preparedness Plan. Licensing requirements for writing an emergency preparedness plan for home daycare. When writing your emergency preparedness plan, you can find the requirements in the licensing rules. For Rule 408, group daycare homes, you can find it under 408.30 General Requirements. For daycare homes, you can also find it under General Requirements, Rule 406.8. Under General Requirements, written emergency preparedness plans shall be developed and shall specify the actions to be taken in the event of a fire, tornado, or other emergency. The emergency preparedness plan shall include, but are not limited to, the following. First, your emergency preparedness plan should include a fire evacuation plan. This is a written fire evacuation plan that identifies exits for each area used for childcare and specifies the evacuation route. Your fire evacuation plan must also include a relocation plan. The plan must identify a safe assembly area outside of the home. It should also identify a nearby indoor location for post-evacuation holding if needed. Additionally, your fire evacuation plan should indicate that the home will be evacuated immediately and the children's safety will be ensured before you call 911 or attempt to combat the fire. Your plan should also indicate that monthly fire drills will be conducted for the purpose of removing the children as quickly as possible. Your emergency preparedness plan should also include a section for tornado and severe weather. Your plan should indicate that monthly tornado drills will be conducted for the purpose of getting children accustomed to moving to a position of safety in the event of a tornado. Your tornado and severe weather plan should also include the steps that you will take to move your children to safety. You must also designate the area of your home where the children will go in the event of a tornado or severe weather. Your emergency preparedness plan must also include specific procedures for notifying parents if evacuation is necessary and how they will be able to reunite with their children. Licensing standards also require that you include specific procedures for evacuating children under 30 months of age and children with special needs and chronic medical conditions. There are additional requirements that are not specifically identified in licensing standards. Those requirements include lockdown, shelter in place, continuity of operation. So what's the difference between lockdown and shelter in place? Let's start with lockdown. Lockdown is primarily used to restrict all movement for safety reasons, often in response to a direct threat like an active shooter. People are usually restricted to one area, doors are locked, and people are confined to one specific room. So remember, movement is restricted to one area within the home for a lockdown situation. Shelter in place, on the other hand, is primarily used for safety during an environmental emergency, such as a chemical spill, severe weather, or nearby violence. People stay inside the home to avoid a potential hazard outside. Shelter in place allows people to stay safe without locking the doors and allows movement within the home. So remember, shelter in place, people can still move within the home. Continuity of operation. What does that mean? Continuity of operation ensures that essential child care services continue in the event of a natural disaster, power outages, illness, or other emergencies. Key components for a daycare home may include identifying the essential services that must continue during the emergency. So what services are you going to continue? You're going to continue child supervision, feeding, basic hygiene, and safety. You also need to outline your staffing levels. Who will be available to carry out these essential functions? Also to include are alternative care plans. Identify a primary and a backup caregiver and location in case the primary caregiver or the daycare home is not available. Communication plan. When you must implement your continuity of operation plan, you need to create a protocol for notifying your parents and emergency contacts. The protocol may include text alerts, emails, phone calls, social media posts. That completes the requirements for an emergency preparedness plan for daycare homes. If you would like additional information, you can refer to the Illinois statewide Child Care Emergency Preparedness and Response Plan, as well as the Emergency Preparedness Planning Guide for Child Care Centers and Child Care Homes. Thank you for watching our video. If you found it helpful, please like and subscribe to our channel. For more information about our services and trainings, you can visit our website at licensingnavigators.com. You can also visit us on Facebook, Licensing Navigators. If you'd like to contact us, you can email us at info@licensingnavigators.com, or you can call us at 818-338-0583.